What's up, everybody? Welcome to Let's Get Summarized, and let's be real, most of us are trying to figure out this whole money thing, right? We want to make it, manage it, and make it grow. That's why I think The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel is like the ultimate guide to wrapping your head around the psychology behind our financial decisions. Welcome to our deep dive into The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This isn't your typical finance book. It dives deep into the human behaviors and mindsets that drive our financial wins and fails. We're not just talking about picking stocks or real estate, but understanding the core principles that can totally transform your relationship with money. Today we'll uncover key financial principles that can transform your understanding of money. Seriously, these are the kind of game-changing insights that can help you build real, lasting wealth. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get started. Look, we all know someone who seems to get lucky in life, right? They take a chance and boom, instant success. But here's the thing. We often mistake luck for calculated risk. The Psychology of Money breaks this down perfectly. Think about it. For every big win you see, there are tons of unseen losses. Like, remember that friend who bragged about their crypto gains? Ever wonder what happened to them after the market crashed? The truth is, success is rarely a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and yes, a fair amount of luck. Housel uses real-life examples, like Bill Gates getting access to a high school computer lab way back in the day, to show how random events can play a huge role. But here's the kicker, while you can't control luck, you can control how much risk you're willing to take, and understanding that balance is key. So, next time you're feeling behind, remember, it's not always about being the smartest person in the room. It's about understanding the role of risk, staying in the game long enough to benefit from the inevitable upswings, and not getting wiped out by the downturns. Okay, let's talk about one of the most powerful forces in finance: compounding. This isn't just some boring financial jargon, it's literally how your money can make money and then that money makes more money and so on. It's like a snowball effect on your wealth. Housel breaks it down with simple, relatable examples. Imagine investing just $100 a month with an average return of, let's say, 7% per year. Over 30 years, that small, consistent investment could grow to over $100,000. That's the magic of compounding time as your greatest ally. But here's the thing. Most people underestimate the power of starting early. Even if it's just a small amount, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. So if you're in your 20s or 30s thinking you can't afford to invest, think again. Even putting aside a small amount each month can make a huge difference in the long run. Remember, consistency is key here. We live in a world obsessed with earning more, but honestly, how much you save is way more important than how much you make. I know it's not as glamorous as getting a massive raise, but trust me on this one. The Psychology of Money emphasizes that building wealth isn't about flashy spending. It's about living below your means and consistently putting money aside. Now, I'm not saying you have to live like a monk. It's about finding a balance. Track your spending, identify areas where you can cut back without sacrificing your happiness, and automate your savings. Set up a system where a portion of each paycheck goes directly into your savings or investment accounts before you even have a chance to spend it. Remember, saving isn't about deprivation. It's about giving yourself options and freedom in the future. The more you save, the less reliant you are on a paycheck, and the more control you have over your life. Here's a reality check. True wealth isn't about driving fancy cars or having a massive house. It's about having financial security, flexibility, and the freedom to make choices without being constantly stressed about money. Housel nails it when he says that real wealth is often hidden. It's not about the outward show of money, but the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're financially secure. Think about it. Having a solid emergency fund, being debt-free, and having the ability to take risks or pursue your passions without worrying about the financial implications, that's real wealth. It's about having options and not being chained to a job you hate just to make ends meet. So, instead of chasing the next big purchase, focus on building a solid financial foundation. That's what will give you true freedom and happiness in the long run. Let's face it, the world of finance can seem pretty scary, especially when you're bombarded with negative news and doomsday predictions. It's easy to fall into the trap of pessimism, but here's the thing. Pessimism can be seductive because it feels intellectual. It's easier to point out flaws and predict disaster than it is to stay optimistic. But as Housel points out, optimism is a more powerful engine for progress. Think about it. Who do you think is more likely to take calculated risks, invest for the long term, and ultimately build wealth? Someone who's constantly expecting the worst, or someone who believes in a brighter future? Now, I'm not saying you should ignore risks or bury your head in the sand. It's about finding a balance. Stay informed, but don't let negativity paralyze you. Remember, the economy goes through cycles, the market always recovers, and the best opportunities often arise during times of uncertainty. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the psychology of money. We've covered some seriously powerful concepts today, from understanding the roles of risk and luck to harnessing the incredible power of compounding. But more importantly, we've learned that true wealth is about so much more than just the number in your bank account. It's about having options, freedom, and peace of mind. Remember, understanding these principles can help you make smarter financial decisions. It's not about following get-rich-quick schemes or timing the market perfectly. It's about developing a healthy relationship with money, making informed choices, and staying focused on your long-term goals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more insightful content. And if you really want to dive deep into these concepts, I highly recommend checking out The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. It's a game changer. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, hustle harder. Also, do like and share.